Good afternoon. Good afternoon, dear students. As now, today we'll be discussing with the chapter regarding interim financial reporting, that is under the Accounting Standard 25. The various contents that are being discussed in this particular chapter, that is related with objective, scope, form and content of an interim financial statement, period for which interim financial statements are required to be presented, disclosure in the annual financial statements, recognition of measurement, examples of applying the recognition and measurements principles, comparisons of your interim financial statement with the previous one or with the comparison with some other companies, and the issues related with the interim financial statement. So these are all contents which will be covered under this particular lecture of interim financial statement. What are the objectives of interim financial statement to be prepared in your company? That is, the main objective is to prescribe the minimum content of interim financial report, what is to be there, principles and recognition or measurement in complete or condensed financial statements of an interim period. So first of all, we should know that what is interim financial report and what is interim period. Generally, when we are preparing our financial statement, we are preparing for a full year, that is from generally starting from 1st April to 31st March. But suppose we need to evaluate our organization less than the period of 1 year. So we can't wait for 1 year. So we need to prepare some our financial statement beforehand. Then what we can do is we can have interim report. That means for the month for 6 months, or it depends upon the company to company, but generally we consider it as for 6 months. That same kind of reports we are generating in the middle of the year, that is after 6 months, all the trading account, profit and loss account, as well as the consolidated balance sheet of my company, when I'm preparing to comprise my report for the 6 months, so that I can understand, or I will be able to cope up with all the situation of my company. So interim financial reports are generally made for this. It doesn't mandate that which enterprise should be required to present interim financial reports. It is not necessary. It is for our concern that we are preparing our interim financial reports. Otherwise, for the accounting standards, it is written over there. But if you are preparing the financial report annually, then also it is fine. And it is maintained to prepare our annual reports. If an enterprise is required or elects to prepare or present interim financial report, the standards should be complied with. So all the standards should be maintained if we are supposed to present our interim financial reports. All the recognitions and measurements principles as laid down in the standards, that is all the principles, concepts and conventions should be applied as far as these are being applied to the annual financial reporting system. So all the principles, concepts, conventions will be applied accordingly. Then cash flow statement, complete or condensed, that will be prepared if the enterprise presents the cash flow statement for the purpose of its annual financial reports. Then what are the minimum components of an interim financial reports? If I need to present my interim financial reports, what are the minimum requirements and the components which I will be taking care of? That is, I will be preparing in the interim financial report the condensed balance sheet, condensed statement of profit and loss account, the cash flow statement, and all the explanatory notes which will be explaining all about the balance sheet, profit and loss account, and cash flow statement. Now, there are various forms and contents of interim financial statement that what are the main prescribed formats where all the financial statements will be required for. That is, complete set of financial statements should conform to the requirements applicable to the annual financial statement. All the requirements which are needed for the annual financial statements, same will be taken care of while preparing your interim financial statement. condensed combined set of financial statements should be at the minimum have each headlines or subheadings with that are included in the annual financial statements. So all the headings and subheadings will be given once you are preparing your financial statements. The various forms and contents under which, if the EPS is disclosed in the annual financial statement, the same need to be disclosed on the face of interim. So whatever the forms and contents you will be taking care of in your annual financial statement, same kind of all the prescribed formats you will be using in your interim financial statements. So if the consolidated annual financial statements are prepared, then interim consolidated statements need to be prepared in addition to the separate financial. So you have to consolidate all the financial statements that are being related with the interim financial statements. This is a condensed balance sheet that is required to be prepared at the time of the interim financial statement, that figures at the end of current interim period, figures at the end of previous accounting year. So you will be supposed to write all these. So this is how the same prescribed formats where normal balance sheet is being prepared, the same way the balance sheet of interim period will be prepared. The source of fund, capital reserves and surplus, all the minority interest in case of consolidated financial statements, loan, funds secured, loans unsecured. The same way you are preparing your balance sheet for the accounting year, the same way you will be preparing your interim period balance sheets. These are the formats given for like investments, current assets, headings and subheadings will be given into it. Then less current liabilities provision. So the same process, same formats will be used for accounting year as well as for the interim period. So miscellaneous expenditures to the extent of written off or adjusted profit and loss, and the total will be there. In the same way, condensed profit and loss account statements will be prepared. The income and expenditure in the same way you will be preparing. If the 3 months ended, you are preparing the same headings and subheadings you will be using, then corresponding 3 months for the previous accounting year, and you will be comparing that. For example, if you are preparing your interim statement for the month of April, May and June, that is for 3 months. In the same way, you will be comparing your last year, that previous year accounting year, in the month of April, May and June. And this is how you will be comparing your these 3 months performance with the previous accounting year monthly performances. And with this year-to-date figures for current period and year-to-date figures for the previous year will be taken care of. So this is all condensed profit and loss account. You can see, and you have to learn all these formats in order to prepare your interim financial reports. This is how the condensed cash flow statement, in the same way year-to-date figures for the current period and year-to-date figures for the previous year. And in this, the same format is being followed: cash flows for operating activities, for investing, for financing, and then you will be calculating net increase and decrease in the cash and cash equivalents, and the cash and cash equivalents at the beginning of the period. After that, the cash and cash equivalents at the end of the period. The same way you will be preparing, and then some selected explanatory notes will be given, so that it is in which standard, what kind of policies you have prepared, what are the seasonality reports or explanatory comments about the seasonality of interim operations, and then what are the nature and amount of items that are affecting your assets, liabilities, equity, net income, that all the things that are related to the nature and amount of the changes in the estimates of amounts reported in the interim period. So all the things you will be explaining in the self-explanatory notes, which will be related to any kind of revenues, employment, any kind of explanation if you need to give related to contingent liability, related to your non-performing asset, related to your amalgamations in time periods, long-term investment risks. So whatever you need to explain, you will be explaining in the selected explanatory notes. Now, periods for which the interim financial statements are required to be presented. Just see that how you will be preparing your interim financial statements, in which you will be preparing your condensed balance sheet, condensed P&L account, condensed cash flow statement, and self-explanatory wrote that balance sheet as at September 30th to March 31st. These are the 2 dates where when you will be preparing statement of, that is 6 months ending, that is maybe after 6 months you will be preparing it. That can be the September, and the next one can be the March. Balance sheet of profit and loss, and then you will be preparing cash flow statements. Now, periods for which the interim statements are required to be presented, that enterprise whose business is highly seasonal and presenting interim financial reports quarterly. It can be prepared after 6 months, it can be prepared quarterly. So 6 months ending, 3 months ending, 12 months ending, you can prepare your statements in any ways. But you will be comparing your 3 months or 6 months with your previous years. Disclosures in the annual financial statements, all your final interim period reports will be consolidated and will be added back to the annual financial statements of your company. Now, recognitions and measurements, it includes all the concepts and conventions and principles, whatever are being recorded and are being taken care of while preparing your financial statement. The same way you will be preparing, recognizing, measures, classifying all the items related to all the concepts and conventions related to your company. And the same way you will be following in the interim financial reporting. Either it is related to income, either it is related to commissions, either it is related to expenses and anything. So change in accounting policy other than one for which the transition is specified, it should be reflected by resisting the financial statement for the prior interim periods of the current financial year. So whatever, if you need to change or anything, that should be presented in the self-explanatory notes. Now, these are certain examples of applying the recognitions and measurements principles. You can go through all these principles like major planned periodic maintenance and overhaul, not to anticipate unless an event has caused enterprise to have present obligations. So whatever is being, if you need to change, you need to report it timely. Okay, whatever the provisions related to it, that can be proper principles to be followed. If depreciation is that on what I said, what kind of if you are using straight line method, and you are supposed to use straight line method, and if you are changing it to some other method, then you are supposed to explain it in the self-explanatory notes. So examples of applying the recognitions and measurement principles, that how your quarterly you can expect all the kind of financial reporting years and tax years and carried forwards, you will be explaining. And the comparison, there is a comparison given for Indian and accounting standards and US GAAP, that how these are different from each other, and what our Indian accounting system is actually taking. Our Indian system for the companies are taking as balance sheet, profit and loss account, cash flow, and self-explanatory. This is our content of explaining our interim financial statements. We are following the periods for which the interim financial reports statements are required to be prepared. That is half yearly, quarterlies, profit and loss, current quarter, cumulative years to the date, and comparable for the preceding years. So this is what we are following, and the scope for it is for all the companies who are required to elect to be present. And in this, the same way they are adopting, and in this balance sheet are not required funds flow to be given. Okay, so half yearly is not required for US GAAP. So this is a comparison certain given for the interim financial reporting according to the Indian system, according to the Indian accounting standards and US GAAP. So this is all about your interim financial statement. If you find any difficulty, you can contact me. I will be explaining you further, and all the notes have already been circulated to you. That's all about from my side for this particular chapter. Now this chapter is being compiled.